Hi, thanks for joining me today on this ClearSight TEMs AI quick demo. It's a bit of background. A lot of Canadian IT, finance, and procurement teams are still manually reviewing hundreds, if not thousands, of pages of invoices from their telecom carrier every month. The allocation of costs can take hours, if not days, to go through and audit every single line item of those bills. There are billing anomalies that can go undetected for months, if ever. And frankly, just teams are buried in spreadsheets that really shouldn't take that long, especially in today's age. We've created ClearSight TEMs AI, and as the name suggests, it is AI driven to make life easy, keep it really simple, and it's something that anyone can do. We want to try and de-skill this whole concept of doing audits on telecom expense management bills. I'm just going to log into ClearSight right now, and as you can see, we obviously enforce security, and so we have multi-factor authentication added to the accounts. There are three panes on the main screen. The left pane is all the historical data and files that we have saved. The right-hand pane is our favorites or bookmarks or quick actions, if you will. And the center pane is really where all the action is, and this is where you can actually have a conversation with your phone bill. So this is where we're going to create our chats, and of course we can see previous chats that we've got in the historical area. We're going to be looking at how to upload your telecom invoice. We're going to look at how we analyze the data in the invoice. We can have a conversation with the data if you wish, and we can even talk about chargebacks and cost center allocation. Click on the upload invoice, drag and drop your invoice right here, perhaps a PDF file that you received from your telecom carrier. That's it. If it's 100 pages or so, it'll only take a few seconds. If it's a few thousand pages, it might take a minute or two. Once your invoice is uploaded, you're going to see it added to your TEM files up here. Now, I've already got 4 invoices uploaded from earlier last year, so I'm not going to go through that process. Now, at this point, I can do a quick executive summary and produce a document, and I'll just go ahead and do that now. What it's doing right now is taking my last invoice and it's going to analyze that. And it's also going to look at the previous invoice as well. So you can see some key metrics are now coming up right away. So we're looking at January to February, and we can see the total amount that we owe the telecom carrier that month. We can see that we've had a bit of a credit. We've got 59 phone lines, 130 gig of data, and so on. And all these stats now get put into a PDF document that is ready for your CFO. And it's got all of the key data points in here. And of course, it looks at 90-day trends. So it's going back to my previous invoices and my month-over-month charge. So you can see I had a massive increase in January over December. And it, again, goes through the analytics really quickly, and it's very easy to consume for anybody. One of the key things that looks at usage, your top users, your lowest users, zero usage lines are really important. And that's something we found out firsthand. Our finance team just have no way of auditing when somebody's not using a phone service. Does that employee still work here? Is it something that got lost somewhere? A SIM card got misplaced? Whatever. This is going to pull that out for you really quickly. Some really interesting things, taxes by region, and this is where we can talk to our data. So if you're a finance person, a CPA, knowing what taxes we owe each province here in Canada is really important. So it's going to go through the phone bill and figure out where my users are. And obviously we see a big concentration here in Ontario, but we've got some users all across the country. And, so we owe each province, or the breakdown by provinces is already allocated for us. Other things we can do, we look at our top users. We can look at roaming fees, if any. If we've got some international travelers, any overages over the month for data or voice. We talked about taxes already. The really cool thing we can do for cost centers is we can now import cost center data from your finance system and then create an export chargeback file that you can then import back into your finance system. So really what that does is when you're allocating fees from a phone bill each month to each individual department or by person through GL codes, we can do that work for you. We'll produce a document based on the phone bill that'll be ready for your finance system to upload, and all of that work is done for you, which today is being manually done by humans. So ClearSight is built and operated by PiiComm here in Ontario and Canada. if you're not familiar with us, our experience here is really we manage over about 500,000 technology assets for our customers in small, medium, and enterprise businesses. We've been doing this for over 20 years, so we've got a lot of experience in this space. And obviously, working with our carrier partners here in Canada, we understand some of the needs. ClearSight was actually built based on feedback from some of the carriers as well as our customers who are saying, I need a more inexpensive and simplistic way of getting to the data I need. And so here it is. Here's ClearSight. It's purposely uncluttered. It's not noisy. There are no fancy charts and graphs other than in the PDF document. And that's by design, just to keep it really simple. We want to keep it easy to use, easy to consume, and try and de-skill the whole process. And most importantly, keep it reasonably priced. So that said, sign up for your 30-day free trial. Give it a try. There's no commitment required. Upload your first invoice and see what you've been missing. Take care.